let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Aunt Paulina, how old are we again? You sounded like a little high school girl that got the popular one from the football team and y'all had sex. The way you went to your niece and told her that, look, me and your dad having sex, you ain't said in a nice way. Abe actually said it and actually handled it better than you could ever handle it. Like, Paulina, I don't get you. Did you really have to say it like that? Even though it's already weird, Lonnie ain't gonna say it's weird, but it is very weird. My auntie and my dad having sex, and then my childish auntie come up here running and trying to throw it in my face like I'm supposed to be jealous, or she want me to throw her a party, or she want me to do a dance with her. Like, Paulina, that guilt is gonna eat your behind alive. Alive, it really is. Now we having guilt. You finally got Abe in the bed. I guess it's another notch in your belt to get what you think you're gonna get. And with this plan with the Horton Town Square, I guess it's just another notch in your belt, thinking that you're gonna get what you want by sleeping with Abe. Cause I'm not understanding. You like Abe, but basically you want to destroy a popular monumental part of Salem and turn it into what you want to turn it into. You didn't fail for the mayor. You've been playing and teasing with him. Now that he decided with a little push from Abe, with a little push from Roman, he decides to go ahead and get the girl. You go ahead and tell him it's okay. You can get me. I feel the same way about you, but what you don't know is later on down the line, I'm going to get my knife and insert it into your bag. So you trying to do this and set this up as horribly as you possibly can with this whole redoing the Horton Square, but the guilt is starting to kick in and starting to go overtime with you, and now you're confused on, do I want to pursue this with A? Do I want to continue with my plans and make more money by being the selfish millionaire? Or do I want to cancel it all, go out with Abe, see where this can go at? Lonnie then gave you your blessing to date her dad. She all happy that y'all met each other, found each other. Now y'all done had sex. So what's your next move, Aunt Paulina? Are we gonna go on here with plans, or are we just gonna cancel plans for the town square? Are we gonna pursue things with Abe, or what we gonna do here? Because something's gonna give with you. The farther your plans moving forward, the harder your feelings are falling for Abe. I'm thinking your plans for the Horton Town Square might end up going down, or you might end up stopping him to try to see where things go with Abe. Even though that is very weird and very awkward, but you want to pursue it, so go on ahead with your bad self, I guess. But I'm dying to see how far you gonna go and which one of your conscience gonna catch up with you first before you either drop these plans, pursue things with Abe, or you just gonna go ahead and pursue things, stab Abe in the back, and let this man fall harder and harder and harder for you every time he see you, every time he communicates with you, every time he around you. So I'm dying to see how far you're gonna go with this. My guess, I hope not too far, even though I do want Abe to get a slap on the wrist. And he sure enough been slacking on the mayor and his position, and he basically been slipping with that position. I would love to see Abe take a fall in this. However, You kind of making me regret me saying that because you're kind of trying to get your plans in moving, hurt this man in the same process, and take over a popular spot in Salem for your own selfish needs too. I'm just gonna sit back and see where you go at with this. Even though I do want Abe to take that fall, I'm having second thoughts about that now. I'm having second thoughts, and I'm saying I hope Abe don't get hurt too hard, not too hard, just a little pinch, but not hard. Because you is a double-headed snake, and you playing with this man, and now you playing with this man's city. Abe might Abe might end up running you out of Salem and end up hurting his daughter in the same process. Well, I don't think Lonnie will be too upset about that anyway, because you basically destroying somebody else's time for your selfish needs, telling this man, playing with this man hard, having sex with this man, making this man fall harder and harder for you. So I don't think Lonnie will be too heartbroken. I think she'll take Abe's side because that's kind of taking it overboard. Besides being open and honest with your plans, you decide to do stuff behind people's back. Not only that, you done caught feelings with Abe, the mayor. I guess you thought that was going to get what you want, but you didn't realize you was going to catch feelings with him. Now that there's feelings in place, now you're full steam ahead, but you got a conscience which is not bothering you, and you don't know what you're gonna do. Only time will tell what she gonna do, y'all. That's about it with them. Like I said, Trip, since we on the prize Chanel, that situation, since we there, let's go ahead and finish it on up. Trip, like I said before, you got bigger problems than Charlie. I know Allie then went through a whole sexual assault, basically framing you, telling everybody in Salem you raped her and all that. Y'all didn't move past that. We got the real rapist out there. Jan killed the real rapist. So I say you gonna that trauma still there, but as I was saying, Chanel is your problem. Charlie might still have Ellie might still have the trauma there for Trip, but Chanel is your problem now. Like, Charlie is a trauma problem that can easily be fixed by Marlena. Chanel is gonna be the one you got to keep an eye on because she another snake in the grass. She got feelings for Allie, don't want to pursue it too hard, but she right here kissing the girl, saying she ain't buying whatever she said with that mess, because I fast forward to her because she got on my nerve. Chanel is going to be your problem, Trill. Basically, she got feelings for Allie. And with those feelings in play, now she business partners with her. People say that business not going to go too far. So I say Trip, Chanel is your problem. That's what I'm gonna say. Chanel is basically your problem at this point because you can see it, we can see it. She didn't kiss Allie. Allie, we don't know how she feel at the moment, but I'm pretty sure she down to try or experiment. So don't be surprised or shocked if you see them kissing more than once and you don't want to see it a second time. So don't be surprised or shocked if you see them kissing one more time or a couple of more times. Because you can tell they got something going on. You can tell there's chemistry there. You can tell if Chanel push it, Allie gonna be there willing and able to try it and experiment to see is she bi or is she gay or do she want to switch teams. So Trip, keep an eye on Chanel because she gonna be the one that's gonna get you. And good job catching Dr. Snyder. Good job catching him. Kayla, you weren't paying too much attention to the the pills coming in and out of your hospital. So I give him an A for effort for taking a few out of each other batch. Taking a couple out of each batch. I give him credit for that. However, you weren't doing a very good job of trying to hide and selling pills, because if Trip detected that and he barely got his foot in the door, and basically he just an intern, anybody that was paying enough attention could have easily caught that there's pills missing from each batch of pills we get, like 20 here, 10 here, 50 here, 100. Like, anybody that would have paid enough attention would have caught that. I'm sorry that Trip caught that, because that, well, the man did now, so it don't even much matter anymore. But anyways, though, anybody could have caught that with a good eye. Kayla, you could have caught this and been got rid of that man. You decided not to catch it, or wasn't paying enough attention to catch that. Trip caught that and called him out on that and brought the information to you. I was really waiting for that big confrontation of him, because Dr. Snyder, he really easy to crack. You see how he cracked with Jam. You saw how he cracked with Bell and Sean. So if you would have twisted his arm hard enough, he would have confessed to taking pills out of certain batches, for y'all couldn't detect it, or y'all wouldn't have known what was going on unless y'all paid careful enough attention to know that each time a batch of pills come, there's some missing out of the batch. So it wasn't easy to catch. Anybody could have caught that, even though I'm giving Trip credit for that. Kayla, you could have caught it if you was paying enough attention, but you wasn't. So I was waiting for that, but we didn't get that. Xander, I never thought I would ever congratulate you on the episode. I never thought it was going to come, but unfortunately for me, that episode have came. Good job on stopping that man for grabbing Gwen's arm like that. This dummy then told on himself, besides keeping his lips sealed, trying to keep Gwen in place. This fool go ahead and tell on himself and say, look, I switched your medical chart to what you said you lost the baby, but you really didn't lose the baby then. So that means, in Gwen's eyes and Gwen hearing this, basically, I'm your drug mule for no reason, because you basically switched the chart, which confirms that what happened happened. Besides leaving it as it was, you decide to go ahead and change it. Besides using Gwen however you want to use her, you decide to tell this girl, I already switched the charts to say what you want to say, even though we know that's a lie. I did it. Who and Gwen, well, what can that girl possibly say or do? Basically, she off the hook. Why am I pushing drawers for you again? And basically, you telling me there's no proof of me lying about my miscarriage or when I fell down them stairs. And I'm going to continue to sit there and pump pills for you. I'm going to continue to sit there and sell drawers for you. And you basically just gave me my out from doing this. Gwen did the right thing. You just run your mouth too much, Dr. Snyder, and you should have kept that to yourself, not saying it out loud. You could have used any words, could have said anything else in the world. You decided to go ahead and tell this woman, I switched the charge. It says what you want to say, not what it's supposed to say. Not you lying about your miscarriage when you went slide down them stairs and lost your baby. But when you actually lost your baby for real. So why I'm pushing drugs for you again, sir? I'm confused. Why I'm pushing drugs for you again? So Gwen did the right thing. Gwen did. Oh, excuse me. Gwen, this would have been the right time for you That same power you have for Abigail, that same power you have for Abigail's grandmother, you should have invoked all of that up in the one and got that man out for you. How was that mail cutter that close to you and you ain't have enough sense to get it and stab him in his arm and get away from him? You better let this man grab your arm and squeeze your arm. Xander ended up saving the day, threatening him. Ooh, excuse me, got the birds. End up saving you. Not only that, Mr. Snyder, Mr. Criminal, not knowing he already got a bad heart and heart attack prone, that pressure that that Xander was applying to him, those threats, the fact that Xander could have offed him at that moment was enough for him to have a heart attack, get stiff, and fall up on the sofa. So now y'all got a dead man on Julie's grandmother's or whoever that is couch that everybody done been sitting on. Now it's become a crime scene. Now we got to decide what we gonna do. Not only that, y'all done put Julie all up in this crime. Y'all done put Jack all up in it. Now we got two accessories to y'all murder, even though it's not really murder because he had a heart attack. His cause of death would be a heart attack. If y'all would have had enough common sense to go ahead and say he had a heart attack, we didn't kill him, call 911, y'all wouldn't get in any trouble. But this is the soap operas. We got to plan it out. What we gonna do with the body? How we gonna play this out? How we gonna dispose of the body? Y'all gotta make a bad thing a bad, even worse thing for y'all, where y'all can go to jail and go to prison for this. Besides being open and honest, and besides making Julie an accessory and Jack an unknown accessory because he was hiding under the on the floor with the cover basically over him. Y'all did all that covering up. Now y'all got a body on y'all hands. Now y'all don't know what y'all gonna do with this body. Now y'all in even more deeper water because if y'all come clean, Julie gonna say that's a lie. This was the same man that was laying on the couch in this house. Now all of a sudden he didn't turn the y'all done put yourself in a whole lot of mess. Like I said, y'all ain't do it, but he did it to himself. That what you get for putting your hands on a woman. So you know what you get, what you deserve at this point. Nicole. Didn't I tell you you was gonna dig a bigger and deeper hole for yourself? Now, you and Xander putting y'all heads together. I didn't know Xander was this smart. Nicole trying to keep the secret away from Sammy. Xander actually sitting up there listening to you. My first thought was, Nicole, why are you telling Xander this? Xander don't give a darn whether this come out. He wouldn't care how this came out. He would be flying the banner in the billboard. He would pay for the flight in the billboard for this to come out. Why are you telling him this again about about Sammy harassing you that you slept with Xander? Why is she saying that you cheated? I'm sitting there thinking like, now we know Xander don't care. In fact, Xander would love to rub this in Eric's face. Then he started talking, and I said, oh, so he do care about this secret coming out. So while they talking, trying to brainstorm, trying to get Sammy out their bag, Xander actually said Lucas and Sammy actually had a moment. They may or may not have sex. It can't be confirmed because I wasn't there to catch them in the act, but there was a little clause. So they could have done what we done and then messed up their marriage. Well, they messed up her marriage like you done messed up yours. Nicole being her typical self, not paying Xander any attention. Nah, Sammy would never cheat on EJ. Even though Sammy also does have history of cheating. Nicole think, nah, Sammy wouldn't cheat on EJ. Even though Sammy would cheat on EJ, she done did it more times than once. But Nicole said, nah, Sammy wouldn't cheat on EJ. You should have went with Xander Thought. Not only that, y'all talking so freely and so loosely. Brady, after he got done playing love games with Philip and Chloe, he sneaks in on y'all. Y'all talking about what y'all gonna do. Xander, being his carefree self, decides to remind you what you're trying to hide. Brady hears this, holds off on going off on Xander, letting them know that I heard what you said, and pretends like he didn't hear what you just said. Get Xander out of the room, talks to you and said, why would you hire him? Is he threatening you? Is he blackmailing you? What's going on? Because we know you wouldn't hire him. Eric despised him. Now, why would you hire him? Then Brady decides to come clean and let her know that I know y'all had sex. You thought I didn't hear you? I heard everything you said. Y'all actually did have sex, and why would you end up doing that with all people? Why would you have sex with Xander? Your husband can't stand him. You don't like him. He didn't play around with your child, but you got drunk enough to have sex with Xander of all people. Brady says he gonna help you. And basically, the way he broke up you and Eric in the past, he says he owed you and Eric a favor anyways, because of that whole Mlet thing. So he owed you a favor from that and kind of going off, and the way he acted and going off on Eric and how he made you break up with Eric because he was holding something over your head when he was around here drinking that time. So he going back way back then to come to 2021 and tell you that I'm going to protect you and your secret at all costs. I'm the reason y'all broke up the last time. It was my anger, it was my feelings. I was drunk. Eric took you away from me. I was in my feelings. I was jealous. I want to run you out of town and Eric out of town. That whole mess he did. Y'all remember that with that amulet and Desmos and all that mess. Y'all remember that when he ran Eric and Nicole out of town. When he ran Nicole out of town to Chicago. And Eric never got an answer on why Nicole ran out of town until she came back and told him that Brady was basically blackmailing me with blackmailing me with Desmond's murder, was supposedly Desmond's murder. That whole amulet mess. That was a great storyline, but it was too that storyline worked on my last nerve, but I remember it like it was yesterday. So good luck, Nicole. You done got somebody else going with your lie, and Brady. Just cause you ran Nicole out of town with that whole lie, and now you try to make it up in 2021, Eric still gonna be on your neck too, because you helped her cover up the lie. So you ain't helping nobody keeping this lie under wraps. So while you think you helping, you ain't doing it but making situations worse. So, but I'm gonna let you figure out that the hard ways. You and your love games for Chloe and Philip. I'm glad you opted out from going to the karaoke mansion and have Chloe in your apartment, house, whatever that is. I don't know about the relationship thing, but I'm glad she ain't got to deal with Victor on a daily basis. So I will say that. We ain't gonna talk about you and Brady competing over Chloe attention. I ain't got time for none of that. Gabby and her feelings. Gabby, this situation you're in, it's gonna get a whole lot worse before it's ever gonna get good for you. You done forgot all the karma that's coming your way. You done forgot all the nasty evil things you're done. So you thinking just cause Kate blind, she don't need, just cause Kate blind, she don't need Jake to help her out. Kate finna milk this for every dollar, quarter, anything she can get out of it. She gonna milk this. She is gonna play this for every fiber of her being. The only thing that's gonna stop her is her loose lips and she pretending that she blind, but not really blind. That's the only thing that's gonna sink her. Kate got potential to take this on and go beyond with it. Use this and run with it, run with it for years. But Kate got some problems. While you trying to hurt Jake, you gonna be the one that end up catching feelings for him again. You say you don't love him anymore. Kate, that's a lie. You still love that man. Now I understand you trying to play on his sympathy and trying to make Gabby jealous. There's that, and there's your feelings. You once loved this man. You once adored this man. Now you trying to hurt him and Gabby. Those feelings, or you gonna end up getting caught, whichever one comes into play. But your feelings gonna play a major role on you, major role in this on why you're gonna end up failing. Because your feelings, they don't go away. No matter how mad you is. You know how people been mad at their husbands, mad at their girlfriends, mad at their boyfriend. Give it a couple of minutes, give it a week or so, they right back with them. So while you thinking you can keep your feelings on the wrap with Jake, you gonna end up falling down. Chad, calm down, please. Now I know you're enjoying this. I know you like seeing Gabby squirm like the way she doing. I wouldn't blame you at all for enjoying this a little too much. Just don't get too carried away with it, because you might be the one that end up telling on Kate the way you smiling and enjoying this. So calm down with the sarcasm, calm down with the sneaky comments, calm down and slow down. Let Kate play this while herself. You just sit back and enjoy every moment it is. That's what I'm gonna need for you to do. You might be the one that end up telling on her with your with these snarky comments and these smart aleck comments, and you enjoying this with a big smile on your face. You might be the one that end up telling on her. I hope that ain't the case, but with you, there's no surprise. Sammy and EJ moving in, and he's still on the Demera. He want to run the Demera Enterprise, the prizes, enterprises, and or have somebody else run to try to take it away from Jay. EJ, all I can tell you, friend, is somebody else got your Samantha's heart, and it's not you. That's all I'm going to tell you. Somebody else got your Samantha heart. It's not you. You might got a little piece, but Lucas is in the running for your Samantha heart. Be careful, watch yourself, and don't do nothing crazy, because I hate to see you be gone a couple of more centuries and we don't see you no more. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.